Let's quickly review the changes to the business development policies and procedures for the year. There are very few. We'll renew again in March just like we always do. The cost to renewing will be $240 like it has been for the last, I believe, 3 years. And the one change that we have is in our friends and family and AGR policy. And I want to bring attention to a site that you can go to. It's My NM Relocation. It's a button here that's on your dashboard. And if you can't get on the dashboard at any time, you can get directly to our website by going to nmreloagent.com, www.nmreloagent.com. When you click on this button on your dashboard, it will open this website. And this website we rolled out to you midway through the year last year. Forms, policies, marketing, training, helpful links, they're all here. We're going to continue to build this out. In fact, you'll see an effort from us anytime we're doing training. I'm going to try to launch it all through this website so that anything that you're looking for from us is generally here on this website. So if you look under policies and procedures and came to the friends and family section, it would then give you the option to open this document called Friends and Family AGR Policy 2013. I'm not going to click on it because I actually have that policy on my already opened, and I highlighted some things that are important. Notice at the top, it's now called the NM Agent Business Building Policy. We still have a Friends and Family program. We still have an agent-generated referral program, but our policy is the NM Agent Business Building Policy. The requirement for 2013 is 2 settled business building transactions. Here's what's much different than we've done in the past. Both AGRs and friends and family settlements will count towards a business building settlement. In the past, only our outbound referral or friends and family settlements were counting. So, and for those that sometimes get them confused, our friends and family or outbound referrals are where somebody knows a buyer or a seller who's looking outside of our company. We refer that business to one of our network brokers. They settle it. 25% referral fee is paid. 12.5% goes to Cardis, and the remaining 12.5% is paid to the agent with the exception of BPOL and the service fee. Remain active for receipt of the leads. Agents still need to make 1 placement for each full quarter that they're on the team. However, it's a little bit easier this year. Both AGR and friends and family placements will count as a placement. So the quarterly requirement becomes easier. There's 2 programs that make you eligible for the quarterly requirement. The yearly goal becomes a little bit harder with 2 settled business units, but again, both AGRs and friends and family now count towards that. What else is new? This is not new, but I thought it was important to bring up. I want to make sure that everybody knows exactly what they need to do in order to receive credit for an AGR. In order to receive credit, you have to send an email to relo@c21nm.com prior to the referral coming to us from Cardis. It needs to be time-stamped in an email to relo@c21nm.com prior to Cardis sending it to us through the timestamp software that they have. If you don't have the form, you don't have the member number, all you have to do is potential AGR as a subject line, name the client, and send it to us. That gives us a time-stamped thing that shows us that you had the intention to enroll them in the program and that you were actively doing that. That's really important because these people are likely to pick up the phone and call NFCU Mortgage or USAA Mortgage. If they do, and they get transferred over to the Realty Plus program or the Movers Advantage program, and then it gets sent to us, and you haven't sent that email, you've forfeited the AGR. Don't want that to happen. Again, we make it really easy. Send an email to relo@c21nm.com if you're missing any of the information. Just declare the intention with that particular client, and we'll follow up with you and help you get the form completed. Agent-generated referrals. I also want to make sure that people know if for any reason a client unenrolls in the USAA or NFCU program, the referral fee is still due. So them getting their cash back does not make a difference. Once they've gone into the program and you've signed a referral fee, that referral fee is still due. That's really important. I think that confuses people sometimes. Also, what sometimes confuses people is if they choose to use a different lending source, they are still eligible for their cashback bonus. The two things are not tied. There's a real estate program in which if they enroll and buy a property using any lending source, they will get their cash back. We as a company, to be good partners with USAA and NFCU and make our company the choice of where they want to send their business, work very hard to make sure that we honor the source, and I know that all of you know that. Those of you reading ahead in green, this is big. The referral fee for an AGR is still 37.5%. I wrote subject to change if outside fee structures change. That's only to protect ourselves. We have no anticipation of that happening whatsoever. It just says, hey, if Cartus somehow gets rid of this program or changes the fee structure, we have the right to look at that. Agents will be paid their full split and will not be responsible for paying the extra flat fee commission. Last year, we instituted this policy. You were not responsible for paying the flat fee commission on an AGR. But what's a huge change is you're now eligible for your full split on an agent-generated referral. So if you are an 80% commission split and you put an agent-generated referral into the program, you'll pay the 37.5% referral fee, but then be paid your full 80% split on the remaining dollars. So that's a big change and hopefully very well received. Scrolling down, there's lots of good information in here. We put some verbiage in here just to make the Wipe the Slate Clean program very, very clear. The cost is going to remain the same. It's $375 per settlement. Now remember, this year we have to come up with 2 transactions, so it's three. Potentially it could be 2 settlements that you'll need to wipe the slate clean for. That wouldn't happen until the end of the year. Hopefully that doesn't happen to anybody. We sit in the middle of 5 million USAA members alone, and certainly there are a ton of NFCU members as well. I truly believe that this shouldn't be an issue. Other things that are in the document, these things are on the back of every outbound referral form that you send in, but it's just the criteria of what counts. And basically, if you want to boil it down, when you're talking about a friends and family referral, what counts is there an agent that can actively work with somebody on the other side? That's really the requirement, is somebody has to be interested and be willing to actively work and connect with an agent about buying or selling a property. Other things that I just highlighted real quick, I want to make sure, I know anybody on the A team knows this, but I just want to make sure that we set the right expectations and tell everybody that all outbound referrals, which is called our Friends and Family program, they have to be placed through the Business Development Department. Referrals that are not placed through Business Development, and if a check is sent here and it was never registered through us, fortunately we cannot pay that. So please don't ever let that happen to you. We really don't have any issues with this. In fact, it's not happened to us since I've been here, but I don't want this to ever happen. All you got to do is tell us. We are going to put heavy pressure. We have a goal of 98% of all of our outbound referrals, our friends and family, need to settle with a network broker. But occasionally there's going to be a reason why we need to go to a non-network broker, and that's okay. We may ask you, hey, could we also give it to a network broker to at least make a phone call and have a try at it? Some things will certainly work with you, and I understand that not everything can go through the program, but most things, and especially as an A-team agent, most things do need to go through the program. The key is that you have to contact us first. You can't place the business directly. All agents are eligible to work with USAA and NFCU clients. Certainly you are as A-team agents. Again, this is just a reminder that what really marks an agent-generated referral is a time-stamped email prior to Cartus sending us that referral. Last couple things that I just want to make sure that you're aware of. Just want to set expectations that on an international referral, they can take longer. In fact, usually do. It really depends on where that referral is. Certainly, there are larger countries where it's easier. The smaller the country or the more distant, They may not have the same referral policies that we have, and they may just be a lot more difficult for us to get in touch with. We'll always tell you that. We'll work with you in those situations. I just want to set that expectation. If you have an international client, contact us. We're going to help you, but it is sometimes a little bit more difficult. That's really all that we have for changes, and this is the document here. We have a copy of it for you today. This policy is in effect as of now. So it's as of January 1, so any settlements or any placements that were made through the agent-generated referral program, if you have one, guess what? You have hit your first quarter requirement already. So hopefully that's good news to people. It's a pleasure to work with everybody, and we're anticipating another fantastic year.